Hey there guys, Guts Love here and welcome back to another top 10 list. Thank you so much for watching my first video, my top 10 Gen 1 Pokemon list. I know there's gonna be many of you who are a bit butthurt that your dear Charizard wasn't on there. So yeah, thank you. It's pretty obvious why Charizard wasn't on my list. Yeah, thanks to you fanboys. Okay, wait a minute, let's just stop with the negativity and let's go with the good stuff. After the success of the first Pokemon games, Game Freak quickly began to develop the second generation, as the Pokemon Steam engine was strong. This gen was also to be the last back in the day. I believe that Game Freak wasn't that hopeful of the game being another big hit. I mean, the first gen almost made them bankrupt. But you're not here for a history lesson. You want to see my top 10 Generation 2 Pokemon, so let's get started. One of the first Generation 2 Pokemon that was introduced to us before we even knew a second generation was coming was Togepi. Togepi was presented to us in the form of an egg before it hatched in the anime, which was how we get it in second generation games. And also, it's another mechanic, using the egg feature, or breeding as many people prefer. I didn't use Togepi that much, except for filling out my Pokedex until the Gen 2 remakes, when Togepi was born with extrasensory. It served my team well until it evolved into Togetic, which was a freaking special attack powerhouse on my team. Defeated Koga and Bruno single-handedly with that same attack that took me from one side to the other in both Johto and Kanto. This Pokemon brings good fortune. I mean, look at it, it's an egg, it brings good luck, it turns into a little fairy. It's so cute. I do believe it brought me happiness when I bonded with my Togepi. It was quite sad that it took me this long to appreciate Togetic's badassery. It also becomes half fairy in X and Y, which makes it a freaking dragon slayer. My Togetic was named Nathaniel after my sister. We didn't get that many additions of ghost types in this generation, which is pretty odd because I really do like ghost types, just that many of them aren't as useful. Having only one evolutionary branch in the first generation, ever since I was little, I always liked this little female-looking ghost when it appeared in the second gen. Which is a shame, since I would have gladly used it in any of my playthroughs if this little ghost appeared earlier. Which is the reason as to why she's this low on the list. Also, how did this ghost get so fabulous with them pearls? It uses those pearls to absorb the fear it causes by screaming or wailing? Wow. Next number. After playing the red version almost religiously back in the day, my grades were slipping up a bit, and I had to work hard to prove to my mom that I could do well at school and at the same time play games. Which at the end I did prove my mom that I could do it, and I got my second gen game, which was the crystal version. I didn't get the chance to get either silver or gold, but I did get crystal. This slot belongs to the poster child of this third installment of this generation. This beautiful blue beast was just gorgeous to me back in the day. A creature of legend, and also being one of my favorite types, water. Suicune was that Pokemon who would look after you during your journey and then challenge you to test your skills and see if you were worthy of its power. Unless you caught it with a Master Ball, which I didn't. I got it with a Great Ball. It was awesome. Let's talk about the design for 1 second. By looking at it, I always thought Suicune looked like a jaguar for some reason, since the other two looked like a lion and a tiger. So yeah, Suicune is a cat beast for me. Run like the wind, pretty beast. While doing this list back in 2013 and looking at it now again, I forgot to add this badass guy on my list. I feel so ashamed. It's an iron bug. I will always call it that, and it's obvious as to why. Scizor is one of those unexpected evolutions from back in the day, having to trade with an item in order to make it evolve. With a body as hard as steel, it is not easily faced by ordinary attacks.
Unless you use a fire breath on him and he just melts. You know, because he's half steel and half bug. Roasted bug anyone?
When I had the crystal version, I didn't get the chance to catch this little cute electric sheep Pokemon. That was until I got the Soul Silver version. It was such an amazing adventure with this beast. Shooting lasers at Pokemon from a distance, Thunderbolt, Signal Beam, Power Gem, and Shockwave, which made my Ampharos a monster while still looking freaking cute. What? I'm a girl. I like cute things as well as badass things. Is there a problem with that? I may be a girl, and yes, I like cute things because I can't deny the cute. But I also like badasses. It will destroy your psychics, your bugs, your ice types, waters, birdies. Kill! And my Ampharos is named Little Bo Peep. Oh, and its tail over its shiny thing glows brightly and acts as a beacon in the darkness, like Amphi in Olivine City. Ha! And it becomes half dragon in Generation 6 with its fabulous hair. In Generation 1, we didn't get that many good bug-type Pokemon. I mean, we got Beedrill, which was just okay. And we got Butterfree, that could learn a few psychic attacks, but that was it. They were freaking weak. Even with those, at least Scyther looks cool and evolves into a badass iron bug. But we didn't get any powerhouses in the previous gen outside the main designs. Until Game Freak brought us this awesome spider. Whenever it catches prey in its silk web, it sets it free so it can later track it down by the silk tracks they left behind to eat that same prey and its friends. Talk about an awesome yet creepy spider Pokemon. Spinarak is so freaking adorable, while Ariados is a freaking badass. I wouldn't mind having one as a pet and sick him on my enemies. Unfortunately, I never got the chance to raise one, despite having Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and already having a full functional team, along with me not playing that much at night, so I lost that little cute Spinarak. Yeah, sorry baby. No adorable cute Spinaraks were lucky enough to be part of my team. I still love you, Spidey. Conch Arena, anyone? An honorable beast that does its best to hide its power beneath the sea, frightened of harming any innocent. Add a frozen joke here. But that wasn't the only reason why we like him. He's a big-ass dragon-like psychic beast that only knows the strongest flying attack to this day. Ecruteak was the original fan town of Lugia's before its tower burned down, exiling itself to that damn maze that are the World Islands. I freaking love Lugia. Not because he was the second big legendary presented in the second Pokemon movie, its arm-like wings and its badass look. It knows of its awesomeness and uses it for good in hiding it from any potential threat. It also has quite the beautiful theme song. I was so glad that its role in the remakes was more meaningful, having the Kimono Girls dance before a big-ass waterfall within the caverns of the World Islands, making his entrance a freaking spectacle. The King of the Sea. the ultimate treasure, and the creature that originally had me kick Bruno's ass. Just don't steal its baby. It'll eat you. Oh, Sneasel. Why did you have to be another late game Pokemon? You could have helped me so much in beating Claire. I desperately wanted one of these guys in this generation. Such a gorgeous yet deadly looking Pokemon. Look at them blades. It was one of the new types this generation along with being half ice. That makes it awesome. It's quick, it's effective, it has a cool design, and it's even on Silver's team. How the hell did he get one? Freaking cheater. Its Pokédex entries say that it's a very intelligent Pokemon. It is a predator and scares off Pidgeys to eat their eggs. More vicious and badass than Ekans. It is a cool Pokemon overall. It will f you up if you look at it funny. Also, I think it would have been a good Pokemon for the Thief Skull in Riften. I think it's time to cheat again and add another starter. Shut up, it's my list. When I got Crystal, I started out with a Chikorita because it looked cute and I was still in elementary school and a girl. The first gym was the reason as to why I began another playthrough. The question was now, which Pokemon to choose? Between the Water Croc and the Fire Hedgehog Mouse Eater or something, I don't know. It was pretty obvious which one I chose. Typhlosion is one of those awesome beasts you don't want to leave out from your team. When heat from its body causes the air to shimmer, showing off that it's ready to fight. So if it shimmers before entering battle, does that mean it sparkles? I have no hate towards Totodile or its evolutionary line. I think for alligators a bit scary but in the good way. But the Fire Badger will always win my heart. I named my Typhlosion Albus in Crystal and Soul Silver. Obvious reason is obvious. Running out of luck with that 10 legendaries max for the lists. We're up to number 4 at this point. I'm not gonna last. Generation 2 introduced 6 more legendaries, making it 12 in total as of this generation. I wonder who I'm gonna choose. It was obvious! Considered to be the best Pokemon film to date, and my number 1 favorite, Entei takes the cake. Or Crystal. Or Crystal Meth. Just don't call Walter.
I am no illusion!
Entei is the embodiment of the fire that consumed one of the towers in a critique city. Volcanoes erupt whenever it roars, while its own flamethrower is hotter than magma. Also, one of them is born whenever a volcano erupts. So that means there's more of them? It's kind of scary. But these are not the reasons as to why he's number 1. It's the movie his illusion appears in, Spell of the Unknown. Acting as a replacement father to little Molly Hale, he did everything in his power, mainly the Unknown's power, to have Molly happy. From telling her that he is her father, kidnapping Ash's mom to become the replacement mother for Molly, and also telling her that they can stay in their crystal fortress forever as a family. As a girl back in the day, watching my parents get divorced, this film was that friend that told me that everything was gonna be alright. And it's another personal reason as to why I love this movie and its character. It's another reason as to why Pokemon is so special to me. Molly represented me at my weakest when I was 9, and just imagining myself as Molly made the whole divorce thing easier. By just imagining myself as Molly and having the illusion Entei as the friend/father figure I desperately needed back then. But you didn't want to hear that. You want to see it fight Charizard because you love Charizard. Because you fanboys just don't want to leave me alone.
This will end it.
So there you have it, my top 10 favorite Generation 2 Pokemon. I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did writing it. Besides the whole personal thing at the end, I really hope that I didn't bring any of you guys down. I know there's gonna be people who will disagree with my choices, so please leave your thoughts on the comments down below. If you like what I do, click down that subscribe button and leave me a like because it really helps out. I'm still trying to learn the ropes of how to make these videos, and I know that I might stutter, but that's the reason why I'm recording this. It's gonna help me with my speech patterns. So there you go. With that said, thank you again for watching. My name is Gutslove, and I'll see you all next time. So take care of yourselves, you nerds.